24. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Rain. All the news this afternoon. Port Harcourt Airport hosts communities protest alleged neglect. Resumption of train operations from Port Harcourt to Aba to reduce cost of motor parts. NSCDC uncovers illegal refineries in Eche River State. President Tinubu says kidnappers must be treated as terrorists. And on the foreign scene, Thailand moves to legalize same-sex marriage. I'm Ife Kumoile with the news. Now, residents of Omagwa and Ipo communities in Ikwe local government area of River State this morning barricaded the entrance of the Port Harcourt International Airport, protesting the lack of power supply and other amenities. The protest caused a gridlock stretching from the airport road to adjoining communities. The protesters, who trooped out as early as 7 a.m., complained that despite hosting the international airport and suffering from noise pollution daily, they are not paid any form of compensation and there are no good schools in the area. It is not clear if the protest disrupted flight operations. In another development, as train operations from Port Harcourt to Aba in Abia State is set to resume next month, some commercial drivers and mechanics say it may lead to the reduction of the cost of vehicle parts. This is as the Minister of Transportation is expected to be in Port Harcourt this week to flag off the Port Harcourt-Aba section of the rehabilitated and reconstructed Port Harcourt-Maiduguri Eastern Narrow Gauge Railway project. Some of them who spoke to correspondent Buruware said they bring in most of their goods from Aba.
First of all, I thank the government because me myself I dey happy like this because I dey plan to go Aba this week. So if the train start now, maybe it go help because last Friday I go Aba, I know how much you spend for transport and the rest of things. So the train now go reduce. Thank God I dey happy. Say the train go start to work and I go still pleased with the thing go help us because the transportation something now, like for instance if we go Ikoku go say hey engine 300,000, if you come back on that train maybe 500 or something, go Aba, go buy like 200, so the thing go help us.
At least every less privilege for this country go that be mostly for River State. The price where bus they charge from here to Aba, they much. So we were.
Now, some prospective train passengers and traders said the resumption of the train operation will boost their businesses and reduce the huge transportation burden from them.
Many people are expecting for the train to start running because it helps people, more especially those people that travel to Aba to go and buy goods. It's very essential that they should commence the service. Most of the transport now is very expensive. So for me, if they want to start it, it's a kudos to the federal government. So that's my.
Well, we dey pray, we dey believe God, make the train work. Because sometimes everything we dey hear, everything we dey see. But with the level of innovation where they go on there, and even some, the thing begin function by conveying people from here to their very.
Our correspondent who visited the Port Harcourt train terminal saw management staff of the construction company handling the project, making preparations ahead of the planned commissioning of the project this week. Now, the River State Executive Council has approved over 80.8 billion naira for the construction of the 33.5-kilometer Elindi-Omoku Road project. The project will cut across 3 local government areas of Ikwere, Emoha, and Obwebe Mandoni. Now, they took the decision during its meeting on Tuesday. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Works, Atemeya Briggs, told the media after the meeting that the project will be funded from the savings of the internally generated revenue RGR of the state government. The project is awarded to Craneberg Construction Company and is expected to be completed in 24 months.
Elele to Mudioga, Egbeda, all the way to Omok. Total length of the project is 33.5 kilometers. The proposed road 16-1.
The Commissioner for Information and Communication, Joe Johnson, also spoke about plans to deal with the issue of land grabbing.
We're setting up a 5-man committee made up of commissioners of Agric, Urban, Permanent Secretary Lands, and Surveyor General to deal with the issues of land grabbing. All that will be put together within the week, and the Council will also provide all the necessary requirements for that committee to conclude its job within the record time.
Moving on, the Speaker of the River State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, says the purported appointment of an acting Director General of the Bureau for Public Procurement is not known to the law establishing the Bureau for Public Procurement. Mr. Amehule said this during the passage of a bill for a law to amend the River State Public Procurement Amendment Law No. 1 of 2021 and other related matters. He said the appointment cannot stand. Earlier, the sponsor of the bill, Lim Chieche, member representing Ikwere constituency, said the bill seeks to delete Section 3 of 2021 Amendment Law and to ensure that mobilization fee of not more than 20% of the contract sum is paid to suppliers or contractors, supported by a contract performance bond. Contributing to the debate, members applauded the bill, stating that when passed into law, it will curb reckless and arbitrary payment of mobilization fee in government contracts, adding that 20% is enough for any serious government contractor to mobilize to site and begin work. In other news, the chairman of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU Uniport Chapter, Bernard Chukwu, says a meeting to resolve the disagreement between the federal government and the non-teaching staff in universities will be held today. Recall that SANU and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Education and Associated Institutions, NASU, embarked on a 7-day warning strike to demand for their 4-month salary. Speaking with our correspondent, Mr. Chukwu warned that the union will be forced to embark on a total strike if the government fails to meet their demands.
We are talking, and I think that talking continues up to Wednesday. The meeting on Wednesday. So after all, if nothing is done, we'll go back for proper planning for full-blown strike. That's why that the money has not come or they've not paid us. Yes, we have seen because people are aware of our issues now. So that when next time maybe strike comes, nobody will claim ignorance. This one lasted 7 days only. Then this 7 days to prepare people and inform all our sundries. This is what government is doing to us, and this is what we want them to do, and they have refused doing it. So when next time we declare strike, nobody will blame further.
Still to come, elder statesman Edwin Clark faults military's raid on country home. Stay with us.
Hey, tech enthusiasts and innovators in Port Harcourt and
Tinubu says individuals involved in crimes such as kidnapping must be treated as terrorists. The president said this on Tuesday at a Ramadan dinner with members of the federal judiciary led by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola. Now, he said those who resort to kidnapping children are cowards incapable of facing the might of the Nigerian armed forces. He also reiterated the government's resolve to defeat banditry. In the meantime, a former Minister of Communications, Adebayo Shitu, is urging the federal government to explore a non-kinetic approach in dealing with banditry in Nigeria. Speaking on Channels Television, Mr. Shitu suggested that the government should retain them because many of them are very intelligent and able-bodied. Elsewhere, elder statesman Edwin Clark has faulted the invasion of his country home in Kiabodo and that of his father in Uheli South local government area of Delta State by the military over allegations of harboring one of the suspects involved in the killing of 17 military personnel in Okwama community. Speaking to newsmen in Abuja, the elder statesman, however, said he has forgiven the military after receiving an apology from one of their commanders. In business, Governor of the area, Olani Cardoso, says the agencies, including the Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, are currently investigating questionable foreign exchange allocations forwardly to the colonial debt inherited by the Cardoso-led CBN from the previous administration of the Apex Bank. In entertainment, renowned musician Onyeka Onwenu says she is working on producing a film that will chronicle her music journey. Speaking to the news agency of Nigeria in Lagos State, Mrs. Onwenu said she is eager to share her first-hand account of the evolution of Nigerian music. In sports, Manchester City's Erling Haaland is a transfer target for Barcelona in the summer of 2025. The 23-year-old agent Rafaela Pimenta met with Barcelona sports director Deco last month.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Thailand's lower house passed a bill giving legal recognition to same-sex marriage. It still needs approval from the Senate and royal endorsement to become law, but it is widely expected to happen by the end of 2024, making Thailand the only Southeast Asian country to recognize same-sex unions. Now that's a wrap of the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Port Harcourt Airport host communities this morning protested alleged neglect. Mechanics, drivers say the resumption of train operations from Port Harcourt to Aba will reduce the cost of motor parts. President Tinubu says kidnappers must be treated as terrorists. And on the foreign scene, Thailand has moved to legalize same-sex marriage. The news was edited by Martha Okere Nkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechuku Moyeli with the news. Many thanks for listening.